Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with a part two of my thoughts on the recent trans murders here in 2015. Again, as of this recording, there were 20 trans women who have been murdered in the United States, with at least 17 of them being trans women of color. I want to address something called the trans panic defense. I've touched on this before, but I don't think I dove into it with detail and the passion that I need to make you understand how damaging that is and how full of crap it is. There was a recent murder of a trans woman from the Philippines named Jennifer Laud. She was murdered by a Marine, a Joseph Scott Pemberton. His defense, that when he picked her up in a bar and they went to a motel, he had no idea that she was a trans woman. And after receiving oral sex, he reached down, felt something that did not belong, and he feared that he would be raped. So he choked her to death and left her body there. First and foremost, he was a Marine. He was trained in hand-to-hand combat. So the fear of him being raped by a small woman who happened to be trans is absolutely ridiculous. But society has allowed the narrative of the uberly aggressive trans woman as far as sex, that she's a threat, that she is all of these horrible demonic things, and it's simply not true. There are millions and millions of cis hetero men who openly pursue and desire trans women. It could be husbands, boyfriends, brothers, cousins, nephews, whoever. That is simply a true statement. There's a lot of evidence to back that up. You can go on to some of the sites, especially in the major cities, like a Craigslist, and see how many men are looking for trans women. You can look at all of the ads for escorts and the millions upon millions, if not billions of dollars that are spent on trans porn. This country operates on supply and demand. If there is no demand, then you wouldn't have this vast supply of different trans porn sites available all over the net. Times have changed. When I first became interested in trans women, there was no internet. You had to actually physically go get your porn. So you had to go to an adult bookstore and go to that section and look over your shoulder and see who was watching you. Now you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You can place ads, you can answer ads, you can even go after an escort, all with anonymity and in the comfort of your own home. Again, the number of men who are actively pursuing trans women is in the millions. This is a true statement, whether some of you cis hetero people out there want to believe it or not. I have seen in my years, 3 decades of dealing with trans women. Men from all walks of life, from all socioeconomic statuses, from actors, rappers, athletes, and the homeboy in the hood, and everyone in between. We have to stop allowing this narrative to be viewed as truth. Trans attracted men who are open, which unfortunately is a very small percentage of us, need to continue to stand and to encourage our brothers to stand up with you ladies. I've been angry. I've been very angry because I asked a question in my last video. How long is too long to wait for a guy to come to terms with being trans attracted? Again, I always go back using myself as an example, but I spent the better part of 15 years lying, deceiving, pretending, ducking and dodging my truth. I finally got to a point where I was just tired. I was tired of lying. I was tired of the duplicity. I was tired of the time and the money that it took to live two separate lives. And I had caused a lot of hurt. And you can't have anything if you don't have yourself together. So I'm reaching out to those brothers on the DL, those brothers who are still struggling. Look at your life. Take a quick evaluation of your relationships, of your personal life, of your business life. I bet you'll find that you're in a bit of a chaos trying to reconcile all of that simply because you don't have the strength to live your truth. Trans women are dying. They're dying by our hands. They're dying by the hands of men who are supposed to love trans women. With you being on the DL, how close are you to being one of those murderers? Allowing society to dictate how you feel about yourself. One thing I learned a long time ago, it's very important that I love me. I'm asking you to do the same. Love yourself enough to do right by yourself, to do right for you. Hiding and lying won't bear any fruit. Standing in your truth with these strong and beautiful women who stand in theirs and you standing side by side is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It is almost spiritual, and I love it. It's time to step up, fellas. It's time to stop. It's time to start knocking down these vicious and ugly negative stereotypes that are prevalent, but are flat out lies. I said I was going to keep this one short this time. I am long-winded, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.